Train the muscles, not the joints.
Welcome back to Natural Land Bodybuilding.
Mountain.
So at the gym the other day, somebody commented on my delts and they said they wished that they had delts like mine. That spurred an idea for me to make a video on the best way to get rounder delts. And one of those ways is to concentrate more on training the rear delts and the side delts instead of the front delt. And I've talked about this before, but the fact is that there's always an obsession with pressing and arm curls in the gym, right? Those two movements, right? Some type of press or an arm curl. And that's all great, but what we can say is that it can create a certain amount of imbalance, towards the frontwards type movements. There's the pushing and the arms are always in front of you. But what you also want to do is bring in those rear delts and those upper spine postural muscles to bring the shoulders into proper alignment. Not only is that good for avoiding shoulder injuries and, in some cases, lower back injuries, but it's also great for hitting a lot of muscles that aren't getting hit effectively with any of your pressing movements. So if you're noticing that your shoulders aren't getting that rounder sort of look, there's a good chance that you could benefit from more rear delt work along with, and this is the secret, rotator cuff work. So just laying on your side and rotating the dumbbell out on an incline or on a flat, whatever, you'll notice, even when you're using super light weights like 10-pound dumbbells, 5-pound dumbbells, 15-pound dumbbells, you'll notice that you'll get this pumpy and lumpy look in the rear delt from that. So if you really want good round delts, focus on the rotator cuff muscles and the rear delts, and then thirdly, the side delts, and you'll notice that your delts will start to look like that squarish, round softball type look. Like I can't tell you how many times I've seen guys train and they just exclusively do lateral raises and front presses, but you never really see them concentrate on anything to do with the rotator cuff or anything to do with the rear delts. But the rear delts and the rotator cuff are the main contributors to that round look, because let's face it, most of the time you're getting an awesome amount of front delt work from your bench presses, from your incline presses, right? I just had somebody in the comments the other day say they did barbell inclines for the first time in a while and their front delts were sore for days. Well, that's the truth. Your front delts get hit a lot when you're doing incline presses, regardless of how much isolation you attempt to do on the pecs, right? Unless, of course, you're genetically deviant in that way, because I know some people, it doesn't matter what they do, they just get pure upper chest work and no front delt work. I'd say these people are the genetically blessed. But my main point is the rotator cuff work, the external rotator cuff work, is the most underestimated part of delt training that will give you the biggest benefit. It's not just rehabilitation. A lot of times people look at this external rotation stuff as, oh, this is just for rehabilitation or for warm up. I'm saying no, it could be your main shoulder training, because remember, the chest and the back are internal rotators. So you're always working your internal rotators. And so the biggest weak link will be your external rotators to compensate for that, to bring balance to it. So focus more on your external rotators if you want to develop better delts, less injuries, and a more balanced physique. And that's what I got to say about that. It's the most effective video you've ever watched in your life. I'm sure you're going to watch all my videos now and all my playlists that are somehow on my channel down there. It's probably a good idea.
Mountain.
So anyway, I hope this helps you out in your training. Thanks a lot for watching. If you need to get a hold of me, just go to naturallandbodybuilding.com, and thanks to the Patreon supporters. Yeah, they're up there, right? Patreon supporters, and take care for now.
Mountain.